Eh oui, mesdames et messieurs, encore une fois, welcome to Rotschill Anderson Show. Jeudi à là, et nous exactement dans mi-temps, mois de décembre, right in the middle of December. The year is about to be over. We're gonna have some prediction for you guys. How I look at 2025 for the my prediction for 2025, and also I'm gonna get Stanley perspective as well as far as money wise. How we look at how we see 2025. How is it gonna be? Because we know how the last 4 years went. And so we have a lot to discuss today. Hey, Stanley, what's going on, man?
What's going on, my man? What's going on? Salutations tout le monde. Like you mentioned, as usual, we have an interesting show. We have some interesting topic to discuss. One of the first topic that we're going to start with is the UnitedHealthcare CEO that was assassinated. They cut the guy that did the deed. His name is Luigi. And it's also started a movement where there's people supporting him. So this is going to be interesting to talk about. We'll elaborate a little bit more when we get there. One of the things also we're going to talk about, you got Deion Sanders' ex-wife. It was a nasty divorce, a nasty battle in court for the past couple of years, and where his sons were trying to trick him to take a picture with his wife. I try to imagine that things are so bad that you wouldn't stand and take a picture with your wife and her own kid. So I'm sure he's not the only one that is on that boat. Again, very interesting topic. We'll discuss it when we get there. One of the other topic that we have also is, we'll talk a little bit about, like you mentioned earlier, we'll talk about the market. We'll talk about, the possibility of some opportunities for 2025, where the money is moving. We know we have a new government in place, and Mr. Trump is all about the money. So there's going to be another opportunity for 2025. Now this is where it gets interesting. I thought the bro code came first before everything. There's this guy here that got cut having a sexual relationship with his friends, if you want to call it baby mama, because they're not married. But that's a big betrayal. And that's not something I would want to experience myself. We've been friends for a long time, and I don't think that's not gonna happen between us.
Nah.
Get off from there. It's too much. It is. Yeah, exactly.
It's a no. Oh wait, mesdames et messieurs, as you see, we're gonna have a full show for you guys today. It's gonna be a very interesting show. And how was your week, Stanley?
It was pretty good, man. We're closing the year, especially on a professional levels. I'm happy of where we're closing the year. Family is good. Just keeping busy. How about yours? I know that you took a flight somewhere. Where did you go?
Always, man, always. I was actually on a private island in Cartagena. It's like, dude, I had to get. Remember, I have a lot of work coming my way. So tax isn't about to start. The software, just like we've been at it, like as you heard, even summertime. Like we were traveling all over the place for the software, doing all the IRS events, and it's a nonstop. So I was like, and I know tax is about to start. It's going to be a lot of work. So I decided, like, you know what? Let me get the hell out of here, man. I had my kids.
Break.
Yeah, let me take a break. I had my kids for the past 3 weeks. I had my kids, And then this weekend, I say, you know what? On Tuesday, I catch a flight and I say, you know what? I'm out of here. Get on the chopper, drop me in a private island. That's it. and let me tell you this, guy. And here's the funny thing.
Big things like one.
Do you know the moment I landed here? I was practically in the tower in the tower area where my cell phone picked up the tower. Dude, that phone started going like crazy. Nonsense I'm going to have to deal with. So this is showing
when you're in business, when you're in business, that's how it goes.
Well, you know what? I'm brand new. I had a great time.
You're looking good.
I love the way I look. Yo, you know what? One thing I'm telling people, man, you need to travel. You know, for the past few months, I've been on a plane every month, twice, sometimes 3 times a month. Yo, you got to travel. Especially when you work a lot, stress. Especially, I feel bad for those guys that's married and they're getting stressed from their wife and they can't leave. The worst part, dude, is when you're taking pressure in a place and you cannot leave to go take a break and reset. No wonder people die so early in this country, man.
Like I always say, marriage is a beautiful thing when you choose right and it's done right.
Yep.
That's it. You always hear me say that.
Yep. But anyway, so my week wasn't too bad after all, actually. And you know what? I believe hopefully, God willing, Jehovah God willing, I will take you guys on a trip. You know, we probably go do a show in Cartagena. You know, what do you think about producer? What do you think? I bet. Yes, actually, I can make it happen. We can do that. Well, let's start the show. Let's look at the first video, and then and we have our discussion as usual.
Luigi Nicholas Mangione.
Luigi Mangione is from a wealthy Maryland family. He was valedictorian at his graduation from a $40,000 a year private school with a carnation in his buttonhole.
It's been an incredible journey, and I simply can't imagine the last few years with any other group of guys. Thank you.
This guy is currently making history on social media right now, and I've never seen anything like this in my life. Keep in mind, it's only been a couple days, and Luigi Mangione already has a crypto coin that reached up to $76 million in market cap. People are literally hanging him up on their Christmas tree, and now everyone is scrambling to find the jacket he was wearing in this video. Now, one source says he was wearing a Levi's Sherpa line jacket, which is around $225, and it's now surging in sales, with 6,000 people viewing it at the same time online, with hundreds of them being sold. And when you go to New York, people are holding a look-alike contest. I guess you just dress up like him and whoever looks like him the most wins. There's a bunch of footage online. And the memes are the worst part. I mean, you can't go on social media without finding a Luigi meme or a Sopranos meme. I mean, what a wild time.
Wow. Wow. And I don't know if you guys realize that. They don't even mention the family of the CEO guy. So that means like they just dismiss this guy completely, you know?
Well, I think this guy is being viewed as a modern Robin Hood, you know, so, you know, a criminal that is well liked and appreciated and for the good of the people. And that's probably why you see a lot of focus on him. And from what I heard also, there's people that are raising money for his defense so they can help him get out.
But isn't like this guy came from a wealthy family? The guy went to a private school, $40,000 a year.
Well, wealthy family or not, there's people that want to show their love and they want to show their support. That's probably how they can express themselves. They may not go to New York and fly and do the act, but they're probably going to say, hey, listen, we support you. Let me show you my support. Let me give you some love.
That's crazy. I mean, like, okay, now, do you think there's a lesson to learn here? I mean, like,
Well, I mean, we live in a capitalist system, right? It's all about greed and greed and greed, making more money. Companies want to be profitable, and this has been tolerated for a very long time. But in the process, there's people that are getting hurt, and it's usually the people that don't have the means to do certain things that are getting hurt the most. But this guy supposedly is from a wealthy family. I don't know what the full story is. I don't know if he has a family member that was hurt or a family member that passed away because they weren't getting.
But guess what though? I mean, then that would not be his case. At the end of the day, he doesn't depend. He's wealthy. His parents wealthy, so they don't depend on the.
Well, yeah, but wealthy can mean anything.
His mom.
I mean, if you can be wealthy and live in a very nice neighborhood and go to a very good school, but if you have to pay,
so apparently his mom was sick.
Say that again?
Well, apparently, what is it? His mother was sick, and then they denied her treatment. But if it comes, I guess that's what happened.
Do you know that for sure?
That's what I'm getting from the producers. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So apparently it's just like his mother was sick and then got denied coverage. And so practically it's like it's close to heart. Whatever that happened to him, hit close to home.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is that you could be wealthy.
He had back pain, something like that. Back pain. So I guess that's
yeah, and this is what I suspected all along. So, I mean, he probably decided that he was going to take matters into his own hand and, get vengeance for his mother. So that's exactly what happened. But listen, if you're wealthy and you're paying, the thing is that you could be the richest man on planet Earth. But if you pay the insurance company to provide you a service and they don't provide you this service, they're cheating you out of something. Yeah. Right. And they're in the business of doing that. And wealthy could mean many things. You could be wealthy at $1 billion and you could be wealthy with, $500,000 in your account. Right? You could be a very comfortable person, but if you have to have a treatment that costs you $1 million, then that could actually impoverish the entire family. So you might be able to withstand. Go ahead.
Actually, this is the reason why you have insurance in the first place.
Exactly. You want to protect your wealth and you insure yourself so you can protect your wealth and you can pass on your wealth to your children. Right. Or it could have been a case where the funds were exhausted. Now he lost his mom and he lost everything. The family has lost everything. So I am not sure. I'm just speculating here. Right?
My funny, the funny thing about it is, and I believe it's only the law that's condemning him. But beside that, if there's a popular contest, this guy going to win.
So basically, this guy is going to become.
What you think is going to come out of it?
Well, I think as this thing is going to be a very 2025. Get ready. This is going to be one of the number one and major topic in 2025. It's not only there's going to be the case. Right. They're going to have to present that. It's going to be highly televised. It's going to be highly covered. YouTube, all the YouTube producers are going to.
You think he's going to testify on his behalf?
He might want to do it. So if I was him, I would take the advice of his lawyer, because there's going to be 12 jurors that's going to have to make a decision. Right.
I believe they're black. If those jurors are black. He has a better chance. Black people more sympathize to these type of things, right?
Obviously, I mean, black people are more sensitive to these things, because of, economical social standing. Yeah. But like I said, this guy is going to be seen by many as a hero. But in the eye of our justice system, he's going to be a villain. In the eye of the capitalism system, he's going to be a villain.
You know what? Well, you know what? I guess that's the world that we are living in right now. And the thing about it is, you would think this is somebody that come from a less fortunate family. But this kid come from a wealthy family. And I don't think his parents would ever even imagine in a long years something like that would happen.
No, absolutely not. You know, he's probably was prepared for greatness, well educated.
Yeah.
You know, and had a bright future ahead of him. But life sometimes takes a turn, and this is where it took him. You know, it's sad to see. You know, nothing that I would wish upon my kids and myself.
And he's young. He's a young kid, man. So
well, how old is he? I don't know if they said. I don't know how old he is.
This kid probably in his 30s, man. I think he's in his 30s. So actually 26. It's 20s.
Yeah.
26, dude. So that means that kid just finished school.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's an uphill battle.
He will definitely spend the rest of his life in prison, maybe. I don't know.
I wouldn't say the rest of his life. Man. I wouldn't say, to be honest, I don't think he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
You think so?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
That's true. He's white anyway. So I got to give you that. He's white. But now let's play that video. Let's go on that video and see what happened with the company back then.
You mentioned UnitedHealth Group. This is their CEO, Andrew Whitty. This is an internal video that was leaked to journalist Ken Clipperstein. Take a listen.
We're going to make sure that we not only acknowledge and honor that legacy of Brian, but we'll continue it. Our role is a critical role, and we make sure that care is safe, appropriate, and is delivered when people need it. And we guard against the pressures that exist for unsafe care or for unnecessary care to be delivered in a way which makes the whole system too complex and ultimately unsustainable.
The idea of unnecessary care. If you need anti-nausea medication because you can't keep food down, that seems to me to be necessary care, but they're still saying no in cases like that.
These gentlemen have something called fiduciary responsibility. That means they have to, of course, return as much money to their shareholders as possible. That's their legal responsibility, just like as journalists, your responsibility or my responsibility is to tell the truth and inform people. So if people are paying them a premium to pay for their insurance, and in exchange for that premium, they're getting care, the company is going to make the most money for shareholders by providing the least care. So to them, it makes a lot of sense to determine things that are unnecessary.
You mentioned UnitedHealth Group. This is their CEO, Andrew Whitty.
Mr. Whitty, in 2023, UnitedHealth raked in a whopping $22 billion in profits, making you the most profitable healthcare company in the country. In fact, by revenue, UnitedHealth is the 11th largest company in the entire world. Now, Mr. Whitty, UnitedHealth Group owns the country's largest insurer, the country's largest claims processor, the country's third largest pharmacy benefit manager, a huge pharmacy chain. It is the largest employer of physicians nationwide, or controller, with at least 90,000 physicians, as you just testified. That's about 1 out of every 10 doctors in the country. Is that correct about your size?
So just to thank you, Senator. As far as the physicians are concerned, we employ just under 10,000.
Well,
and
as
the
I
rest
said,
are
I think you have control over about 90,000.
I would say not control. They choose to work with us.
Okay. Great. Because UnitedHealth has bought up every link in the healthcare chain, you are now in a position to jack up prices, squeeze competitors, hide revenues, and pressure doctors to put profits ahead of patients. UnitedHealth is a monopoly on steroids.
Well, there you go. There you go. So now you reach a point that this guy getting paid instead of you collecting money from people. That's a legal robbery. You're collecting money from people to provide a service. And when the people need the service the most, you the one that can make the decision, should you provide them service or not? That's a big scam business. Actually, I'm in the wrong business. I should be I'm in the wrong business. Can you imagine, dude? You're paying insurance for your health because you care for your health. You're making payment for years. And then suddenly, you get sick, and the same people that have been collecting money from you, they're the same person that's gonna decide if they're gonna provide you service or not. And if they denied you, there's no legal repercussion. If they denied you coverage, nobody can come on your behalf and help you. You cannot call the police on them. You cannot call the police on them. The government cannot arrest them. So there is nothing that you can do while you've been making payment for service that you're supposed to get.
Well, very often when you purchase an insurance policy or insurance healthcare, it's basically a contract, and it stipulates what the contract can provide. So you're not necessarily going blind into what you're purchasing, but there's always a lot of gray area when it comes to these things.
But that contract is so freaking long, you can't understand it. You will never spend the time to read it. Not gonna happen. Not even one person.
I'm with you 100%. But I can tell you, most company CEO, their loyalty is with their shareholders. Their loyalty is with the board of director, right? It's not necessarily the people they provide a service for, right? I could say maybe they should probably look for a happy medium where people can get the service they need, and the shareholders can actually get a return. But then again, you got to compete with other companies. So maximum return is always what's in mind. And they're trying to keep their position as CEO also. But, they insure millions of people. And, there is those that are not getting what they needed are basically casualty of war.
But did you hear that part? They control, right, 1 out of 10 doctors in the United States of America. And then they pressure them to put profit first over people's health. The only scammer I see that can come close to insurance is the pastors. But at least the only difference with the pastors, you're giving the money willingly in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Yeah. Wow.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're willingly giving the money. Sometimes not really. Because one of the Haitian pastors, I was listening to this guy nonsense. He's telling the people if they don't give the money, he's going to take their sleep away. That's some BS.
I mean, who believes he has that kind of power? Jesus.
Dumb Haitian. Dumb Haitian. Yes. If you really look at it, the guy said clearly, and then one day we're going to talk about pastors. I'm going to play that video. I'm going to play that voice. Telling people, if you don't give that money, I'm going to take your sleep away. Huh? This guy sounds like my grandfather because my grandfather was a voodoo priest. Actually, I believe my grandfather, he's a better person than this pastor.
Well, maybe if UnitedHealthcare had a better plan for mental health, that people should be buying that so they can, go against those pastors when actually they're trying to brainwash you.
But guess what? It will never happen. Because they are coexist. They are targeting the same idiots. That's it. That's free. Yeah. But if you look at it,
Dude, you're funny today. You're funny today, man.
That's why I've been with you spend like 4 days in an island by yourself. No, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a boy. And then there's a time, you know, this pastor was talking about, you got tax season, right? They invite me in the church to talk about taxes. And the pastor tell the people poemly, I know a lot of you got the tax money in your hand. And then you're not gonna give Jesus his part. I guarantee you, that money gonna pass through your hand. You will not even see what you do with that money. I said, what the heck? The guy said if you give him 10% of that reimbursement check, guess what happened?
It will multiply.
No, the money gonna go like sand in your hand. Hey, that's a close.
Yeah.
That's the two that can say that's related to each other. The insurance company and the pastors. That CEO is worse than the pastor. But that's crazy.
But like I said, it's a business like every other business. They're in the business of making money.
Yeah.
And if anybody's gonna,
But you're in the business of making money, but you have to give people the service they pay you for.
Yeah. Yeah. But they have a lot of money. It's big lobbyists, and they have people that was working on their behalf in Washington. And they're probably always gonna, unless something drastic happens,
actually, I'm
probably
going to
gonna
change
always come out up top.
I told you that I have UnitedHealthcare. I'm going to change it this year. They are scammers.
Well, have you done your homework? Where are you thinking of going?
I like Cigna, something like that. Cigna, they told me Cigna is good.
Gotcha.
But anyway, let's move on to the next topic. I don't know. Right now, a lot of people would hope the guy could just get out of jail free. I believe. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens next year. All right, let's play our next video and see what we can learn. Because right now, we haven't learned anything so far yet. Besides, we're going to get robbed by an insurance company. So let's see what we have next.
This is my partner. This is my folk. This is my friend. And is also my wife.
This ain't got nothing to do with the kids. It's all about money. That's it. Because you get the kids, now you get more child support. That's what it's all about.
I think the prenuptial agreement is out the window, but we'll see how well we do in court.
It's greed. It's greed. You signed the contract. We had a prenuptial. And now you don't like the terms of it because the realization that it's over. Your lifestyle will be no longer the same way. It's greed.
Friedman asked the court to throw out the couple's premarital agreement, saying on 2 pages, Pilar's initials had been forged. Friedman told the court, there is no agreement. This court has been misled, and the document is not enforceable. Pilar wanted better terms. That's why we negotiated. She asked for $1 million and a $100,000 signing bonus. After growing tired of the arguments by Pilar's attorney, the judge ruled the premarital contract good as he had before and ordered the case to go to arbitration.
I'm just tired of this. Move on. Go on with your life. Let's do it.
And finally,
No, I want to see that.
number 2, Deion Sanders. And the safety, number 21, Deion Sanders. Joined by Deion Coach Brian Sanders. They're joined on the field by Pilar Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one huge round of applause.
Watch it. It's coming. Yay! Nigga bell out.
In and out.
Quick out. This got pulled out quick. Now, listen, people, that's crazy. Yo, I just don't understand it. No, seriously, now you're gonna get my serious face. Dude, what's wrong with people? The guy tried to play safe as possible. Nobody can say he did things wrong. He did things right. he has a prenuptial agreement. Did you hear what that lawyer said of that woman?
Yeah.
The signature was forged. Are you kidding? Are you, dude? Are you?
I mean, those lawyers out there, man, sometimes they're the worst. It's the kind of advice they're giving to the client, and basically telling them that we can win this case. We can get you more money. Let's go after him. Let's do this. Let's do that. We'll say this. We'll say that. Right? Sometimes the person comes in and say, hey, I want to get to A, B, C. They said, well, no, we can bring it to all the way to X, Y, Z. Right? How about we go for X, Y, Z? Right?
Now listen. Look at the video. The guy, if you really look at it, and what he says is right. And I don't understand why the system cannot understand it. The women don't give a damn about the kids. These women don't give a damn about the kids. It's all about money. The money is not for the kids. The money is for them. If you're giving enough money for the kids, they will tell people that you do not take care of your kids because you only give enough for the kids because you don't give enough for them. And that's what I tell people. People say, oh, why you don't have a prenup? You can get married, have a prenup. Like I tell people all the time, prenup don't mean jack. Because at the end of the day, the aggravation. Don't you think this woman knows she has a prenup? Why the guy spending money in court for? Why is he in a battle for? If he has a prenup should be cut and dry. Am I correct?
Yeah.
With a prenup, the guy still have to go through all that crap until the judge decides, hey, you know what? Jeez, did you hear the agreement of the freaking woman lawyer? The signature was forged. Look at that woman. Do you think this woman will what? Forging with what? I don't understand. Who signed for her?
Listen, she probably knew what she was doing. She's all about what she's all about. But now that the tables have turned and, she's no longer with him, she want to continue to live that lifestyle. When you were Deion Sanders' wife, right? And you in the neighborhood, everybody knows you as Deion Sanders' wife. You go into a store, you go into a restaurant, right? Mrs. Sanders, right? And you get that respect and you show up with your black card and you swipe it and you get whatever you want, right? And people flatter you all over the place, so they can get your dollars. But you're no longer with the man. Lifestyle is going to change.
No, Stanley, here's the worst part. You hate the guy so much. The guy is that bad, right? What the hell did you keep his last name for?
Yeah, exactly. Like the song says, B, you weren't with me shooting in the gym. So, it's just crazy. Like maybe when I come back, maybe I should come back as a woman. Maybe that's my ask to God. When I'm no longer on this earth, He's going to send me back as a woman because God, it's a wonderful lifestyle,
But I mean, but if you really look at it, it's crazy. And now here's the funny part. Do you know, despite it all, you would think this woman have at least some decency. Decency. Those are the kids' moment, right? The Sanders, those boys, they're there because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you understand what I'm saying? They are there.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the mother didn't play a part in their life into getting them to where they are right now, but I'm sure that dad has a lot to do with it, right?
Lot more.
Yeah.
Lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you, if Deion Sanders did not bail out, she would stand next to him like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, well, she would take her, she wants to have a moment of
the fame,
a moment of, yeah, exactly,
the
a
fame.
moment of glory.
It's not about the kids. It's not about, just like it says, about her.
It's more of a photo op, it's kind of like, let me look good with the boys, it's going to go out there. People will talk about it, but let me have my moment, because Deion is having his moment. Every time that team gets on the field, he's having his moment. Well, guess what? Have I been forgotten? So maybe it's time for me now to have my own moment and then shine a little bit, but it is what it is. It is what it is, men are always going to be out there. They're always going to be with women. They always want to get married. They always want to have children. We're going to have to interact with women. But how do we interact with women moving forward in this modern era? Like I always say, with a traditional thing that is in this non-traditional space, right? It's basically for men to figure out. It's not for women, because women basically, they don't have much to lose in the game, right? You just, hey, I give you a few children, you work hard, you Deion Sanders, I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to get $1 million, $10 million, $20 million, who knows, right? But, if there's money to be gained, there's going to be people that's going to give you all type of advice. And then it's only natural as a human being, especially for women, to seek for security, and financial security in this world is one of the best things that you can have. They're going to go after it. They're going to go after it. And if they're going to have to say that, hey, I want to keep the children so I can get more child support, more alimony, that's what they will do, right? And they will basically have all type of allegation going towards you.
Wow, that's crazy. And look at this. There was a time from the beginning, the guy was looking at this woman as a goddess. That's my friend. That's my this. That's my that.
Hey, that's how it always starts.
What make you think 12 years later? 12 years later, that same person that used to be your rock, your friend, your love, your wife, that's the same person.
It's the person you cannot stand next to and take a picture with your own kids.
Imagine. That's crazy. Yep. Oh, by the way, we have Greg here.
Greggy.
Yeah.
Greggy.
Greg here. And I don't know what he was doing, but you looks like you freezing, bro. You look like you're in the cold.
Indeed.
Yeah. But anyway,
last time I checked, it was 26. It was 26 degrees.
You join us where we're gonna get to the greedy.
Fahrenheit.
We're gonna get into the greedy. What do they call the thing again?
The greedy needy.
The greedy needy part. Yeah. Yo, listen. Did you see what happened to this guy, man? Deion Sanders, bro.
Oh, nothing happened to Deion Sanders.
With the prenup, man. With the prenup. That woman dragged this guy to court, trying to get $1 million from him. They had a contract. She decided the contract's no good. And you know what? He's lucky. The judge tell them, hey, listen, the prenup stay. The judge had the right to revoke the prenup. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like I always say, only married people get divorced. Buena suerte.
If the judge throws the prenup out the door, well, guess what? What are you saying to all the people that are signing contract? That your contract is not going to be valid in court. So what's the point of a contract? What's the point of a prenup, period?
Don't get married at all. Don't get married at all. Don't do it.
Yeah, but people tend to forget also that the family court is a business.
Yeah.
They're in the business also of making money, just like UnitedHealthcare is in the business of making money. You dragged it to lawyers.
And why people have to pay for license to get married? I'm not gonna drive it. I'm not gonna drive the woman.
It's a partnership. It's the partnership in front of the law, in front of the government.
People don't marry in the name of Jesus anymore.
There's two sides. There's two sides in a marriage. You got the appreciation, the love,
and the depreciation.
And you have,
only two sides. Don't say you say more than
and
two.
You have
the appreciation in the beginning and the depreciation at the end.
I mean, to be fair, you can love someone and not be able to marry them because if that person's not good for you financially, why would I marry someone who's going to blow my credit card?
Guess what? We have to go to the next
You see what I mean?
We have to go to the next
So that's like
subject.
the business side of it.
No, but one of my questions I would ask, I said, why can't a marriage contract has an expiration date? Maybe you might want to be.
They do. In California, you can get married for 5 years.
My God.
Yeah,
That's not the one with that way. The way this women going, you might as well do it 5 years. 5 years contract.
Renewable after 5 years.
Yes.
That's right.
I have to go and review you and see the kind of shit you put me through for the last 5 years. If I want to do that shit again.
You might get a year extension. If they don't want to put the franchise tags on you.
While negotiating.
So it's all depends.
Guys, let's play the next video because the producers keep coming back and doing Let's go to our next topic. Next video. But one thing is, just know, only married people get divorced. Now, prenup, they still take your ass to court. All right, next video, mesdames et messieurs. Let's talk, by the way. Oh, actually, not now. Not the next video now. Stanley, how do you see? What is your prediction? What is your prediction? 2025. Money-wise, market-wise, crypto, stocks, bonds,
not
gold,
professional
silver.
advice. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're going to tell people, yes, by the way, that's what you're saying is right. We have to make it known to people. We are not financial advisor, and we are not giving financial advice to anyone, okay? We're just going to give our own personal prediction. Make it clear. We are not your financial advisor. Doesn't matter what we mention in the show. As far as investment, we did not tell you to go buy. We did not tell you to go sell. We did not tell you to do anything. We not even tell you to invest. Only one thing, everything that we're saying, we are talking on a personal level. So we just want to make that clear. Go ahead, Stanley. What is your prediction?
Yes, let me reiterate what you just said. Not professional advice. My words right now are not advice to you. So do not take it to advice and you make your own decision. You make your own research and then take your own, do your own transactions. In a more high level of things, right? In the macro level of things, I'm not going to say it's a prediction, but I suspect that next year is going to be a very prosperous year. You got a lot of things that are coming into effect. You have, especially one of the things that I'm watching very closely is the Fed cutting rates. Fed cutting rates has an impact in the market, especially in the small cap sector, where smaller companies of the market will start rallying because of the cost of capital being cheaper. So you have cheaper cost of capital. Companies are able to grow, expand higher, right? One of the things that to keep a close eye on is the new government coming into power. There's strong talk about inflation. So inflation is one of the things that people are worried most. I'm hearing from a lot of people saying, hey, can inflation impact the market? Yes, inflation can impact the market, especially sectors of the market and the economy itself also because, you get price of goods that will actually go higher. And we're already in a situation where there is inflation. But you mentioned crypto earlier. We start seeing a strong rally in the crypto market. There's a correction that is happening now. There's a lot of excitement with the new government coming into place. It's normal. It's normal. Nothing goes up forever. It has to pull back and, settle someplace and then probably start rallying again or maybe stabilize and have a normal growth. But we saw a strong rally in XRP. There was a judgment that needed to pass, and I believe they ruled in their favor. So there was a strong rally with XRP, and the future is looking very bright for XRP. But pretty much that's all I have for now. And unless, if somebody has a more specific question for me or a specific question about sectors, companies of the market. But I think we're going to have a prosperous 2025. And I think everything is in place right now. So we can have that.
Well, and I agree with you 100%. But now, I'm looking at it this way. My prediction for 2025. It's always like that. Government change, different sectors make money more than the other. I believe 2025, me personally, everybody that on the side of investment will feel the difference in the market. And I believe, like me personally, 2025, the fact that President Trump gonna be in power, anybody, my opinion, not advice to anyone, anybody that's in the crypto side of the market will make some good money. Okay? Will make some good money. And also, anybody that I would say regular folks, I know a lot of people think that because of Trump, the economy gonna be great, price of goods gonna go down, and I'm telling you that, my opinion, my prediction for certain people, I would say the next 4 years, gonna be very tough for them. Very, very tough. And I've been saying it for years during the Biden administration. I see black people line up to go buy Gucci in the mall. I feel bad for them because I was telling them, save your money. Save your money. Last 4 years, 2021, during Trump administration, my people make a lot of money. I can say during the Biden administration, they probably make money 4 times. Next 4 years gonna be very tough. If people think because Trump in power, grocery gonna go down, it's not gonna happen. If you think because of Trump, inflation gonna go down, it's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, I believe inflation might go higher if Trump kept the same promise, okay, through his campaign.
No, well, let me say quickly. You say inflation might go higher, but at what rate? So inflation price may not go down, but price may not rise as quickly as they had in the past. So yes, you can have inflation. Actually, the prediction is that you have normal inflation, about maybe 2% and change. That's not a bad thing.
Not with the tariff. Not with the tariff that is mentioning. Not with the war trade with China. It's not going to happen. Yeah.
And I completely agree with what you're saying, but there's other opportunity for the energy costs to go down because, we know that Trump is about drilling. So it's drill, baby. So, with costs going down and price of energy going down, that may be another impact on the economy also. I'm with you. We might see inflation, but at what rate? That's what I'm throwing out there.
So, me personally, I'm always on the investment side more instead of being in the consumer side. Because I know consumers suffer a lot. Because whatever the corporation receive, they pass it on to the consumers. So therefore, I always try my best to be in the investment side. And me, like for example, you just mentioned XRP. Again, I'm not giving advice to anyone. But one thing I know, any good friend of mine, good family of mine, even for my kids, that's 3 and 7, I give them some XRP. I give them some XRP. Because I believe, me personally, if the projection is correct, and what XRP projected, what they do as, I would say, in the market itself, in the financial market itself, their value, okay? I believe, I would say to a good friend of mine, Greg, I would say the same thing to you. I would put my life on XRP. I would put my life in XRP. Again, that's me. I'm not giving advice to anyone, but that's a risk that I'm willing to take. Just like right now, many of us guys think, we wish if we had a crystal ball, we wish we would at least put $10,000 in Bitcoin when it was even $1,000. Very simple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it was $100, a lot of guys wish. You know how many $10,000 you waste in your whole life? Meanwhile, but guess what? If you would have taken a risk in Bitcoin, even the President Donald Trump, that's why I'm said I'm gonna go almost heavy on the crypto side. Even Donald Trump the other day, what did you see? What was his statement? Congratulations to the who? To the Bitcoin investors. When Bitcoin hit what? $100,000. Do you know? And again.
Well, Bitcoin is not limited to only the crypto side of things. Bitcoin right now has there's a Bitcoin
they got
ETF.
A pod. Yeah, they got
there's a Bitcoin ETF, so it is approved by the SEC to be invested in. So, and once you have that approval and you have companies like BlackRock or Wisdom Tree looking at you and allocating their clients' money into that position, that's a lot of money coming your way.
And that's the reason why I said
the strong rally.
And that's the reason why I said I'm going to put my life in XRP. Because for example, if somebody miss on Bitcoin, you miss on Ethereum. And when I'm looking at it, there's a bunch of coin that worth more and they don't even do as much as XRP.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like you're saying, XRP is not a meme coin. It's not Shiba. It's not Dogecoin. It has a use case. It brings utility to market. It solves a problem. So whenever you have a company that can solve a problem and bring solution to people to something that, people are looking for, definitely you have a good opportunity there, right? I believe we're probably at the early stage of it. There's more to come. Like I said, it actually also, they're bringing more innovation, but I wouldn't call it innovation. They're bringing a stable coin, to pair with the XRP, in terms of people, doing transactions. Because one of the things that people were asking and talking about is the volatility that exists between the transfer and the lag time that exists. So by having XRP RL, which is going to be a stable coin, people can actually transfer to that and transact with that.
Exactly.
Anytime you have a transaction with XRP, it burns XRP, which makes XRP more valuable over time. And as the use case increase, volume will only increase with the increased burn volume.
And also,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So basically what I'm saying is like, it is set, with everything that is, right now that's happening and what they bring to the market, to continue to have, a strong rally over time. I wouldn't call it for a short period of time, see the kind of rally we saw, in the past couple of weeks. But I think, it's definitely something to look at. There's going to be other opportunities with other coins also. So maybe you want to diversify. Might not want to put everything into one
Especially
basket.
I believe the Solana coin, I don't know if you realize that. The Solana coin, they're going to the roof.
They're knocking on the door of Ethereum in terms of their use case. And that's the reason why they're going to the roof. They're able to have transaction on the platform for cheaper. Because we know Ethereum can get quite expensive and crowded on that platform. But they also, like I said,
XRP is not even there yet. And XRP gonna develop all that. And the moment they have their crypto, that they have their coin, I'm gonna put my life on it. I'm gonna put everything on X. Yo, everything they come out with, I'm gonna jump on it.
Always over the top with everything.
Of course, you got to. I'm a big risk taker. Listen, I got XRP when it was 9 cents. Imagine. And then we discussed it. Come on, Stanley. You know we had the discussion. You told me where to go. And that time, nobody could get Qcoin. Nobody could get XRP here.
So we talking
about 4 years ago. Okay, people? 4 years ago. So that means my money been suffering a while. Now, if you see I'm laughing all the way to the bank, it's all right.
It's been a while.
But guess what? But guess what? It's not too late. It's not too late.
No. It's not too late. It's not too late. Yeah.
It's not even $5 yet. And before it went down with the lawsuit by SEC, it was at 384, 374. So that means it's not even back.
384, I believe.
Huh?
384, I believe. Yeah.
No, it was $3. 374.
Yeah. And 374.
It's not even back to 374.
No, it's not back. It's not back to his side.
So that means.
Yeah. I don't know if Greg want to add anything on the topic.
I'm not putting my life on anything for now because I got a couple of stuff. I've been suffering too for a minute. So now I'm observing. I might throw a couple of things here and there, but I've been on the downside for a while. So now I'm just, see how everything's going before I even, you see what I'm saying?
Don't observe for too long. That boat ride might leave you behind.
Yep.
So,
there you go.
It's always going to be up and down in those type of things. It's never going to be like a set straight. It's the same thing. If anyone knew when Amazon came out, when Tesla was coming out, you see what I'm saying? So, but there's always going to be some other stuff coming. So my advice to everybody would be to, before you do anything,
we cannot advise anybody.
Educate yourself. You see what I'm saying? You got to know, because it's money. Some people put their life savings. Some people, don't take what we said, like you guys said, don't take what we said for it, but, try to do your research, try to learn.
Yeah, do your own due diligence.
Yeah. Before you just, don't do anything,
definitely,
by emotion.
Definitely, like I said, if you cannot afford to lose it, don't invest it. That's it. All right. We're going to close the money chapter, which this is a chapter I love the most. And let's get to our next video. This is going to be funny. And I'm glad Greg is here. Bad people defender. Let's go. I appelé mon dame ici là bas. Gadi.
Comment nous faisons comme ça? Si tu vas faire une demi.
Yo.
All right.
Listen.
So it's over what? The fight, it's over what?
The guy, that's his friend.
Okay.
So basically, this is his best. This is one of his best friends. And
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Stanley.
No, I was going to say this is one of his best friend, and he caught him having sex with his baby mama, I think. Which I think
no. I think it was a setup. It was a setup.
So they set him up.
Yeah, like the woman set him up, and apparently that's his best friend. And then he's trying to fuck the girlfriend of his best friend. But he doesn't know that the woman mentioned it to her boyfriend that, your boy that's drinking with you, that's supposed to be your best friend, your good friend, he's trying to fuck me. He's trying to sleep with me.
Have sex with me.
Have sex with me. Well, same thing. Fuck sex. Actually, whatever, same thing.
Make love.
Okay, Pastor Greg. Same thing, Pastor Greg. Okay, Pastor Greg. I hope you never been in that. Believe me, I hope you never in a situation like that. And you would see if somebody would say it in French.
Listen. Greg only has one best friend. It's me. What are you trying to say? He's never gonna be in a situation like this. Okay, my friend.
Best friend
I can promise you
that. You say I had only one best friend. You say I have only one best friend. What about me? What kind of crap is that?
Okay, well, let's say two.
We see now, Greg, we're fighting for you, huh? You're such a great guy, we're fighting for you. Yeah. But the reality of it is, here's the thing. Mba kompren pou ki sa mi sa bat neg la la. Mba kompren pou ki sa wap bat neg la la. I don't know why. Wap vide dlo sou tet neg la.
Yeah. They're doing too much.
They're doing too much. Top bagay, man.
Yeah, exactly. But women too, in terms of the best friend, there's too many women on planet Earth, too many beautiful women on planet Earth. I don't see the reason why your focus should be on your best friend's girl. Moi-même, depuis me connais comme zami, me connais parler avec, on me parler seulement de qu'on parler avec, comme ça va intéresser du tout. Right? Yeah. There's too many out there. Yeah. Too many different shapes, different sizes, different this, different that. So I think
now the thing is, sourire femme non plus que monsieur. Bon, monsieur, he's your best friend. Just ask for it.
And just talk to him.
Just talk to him. Say, you know what, man? I really like that girl.
Women madame mon pilou.
You know. Huh? That's right. That's right. I said that all the time. Tout m'gon sorti a nèg yo di kadon belle femme di men gon l'autre nèg ki te get ouais ça encore. So sometimes it's not really about that. It's all about, you can talk to the guy. You see what I mean? If you,
me go back yon hache, man.
Yeah, but
nèg gen nèg ki gen défaut même. Moi même get zil. Madame ça même pas intéressé. Même Madame Zami, même téléphone, madame ou m'ba besoin.
Moi-même, toujours dis avec ça. Madame Zami, pas supposé rien même. Parce que, on raison pour ça. Li pas nan trop parler en pile. Bon, longtemps, m'te ka plus interact avec madame ou nèg, pas de cellulaire parce que faut ta ka rele dans téléphone la kay nèg la. Mais qu'on y a qui parle, m'bale à madame ou nèg. Tu vois, c'est tout le monde qui est cellulaire phone bounya. So, moun sa gen doit pas jamais tendre.
Du tout.
Pas jamais.
D'où ça fait me faire comme ça? M'pa vle pou ta permettre un jour. Ou pas qu'à jouer de mari ou. Et puis pour venir relem. Pour venir dim. Mandem kote lié.
Bon, moi-même, that's one reason. That's one reason. Ouais, moi-même, son est tellement drôle. Et pour mon être ensemble avant. Si m'gon madame mon et ça arrive déjà. Si m'gon madame mon ek bal non bal. comme d'accord madame mon va long bal oui et pas donc mon va faire un deux mal non si m'gon madame zanmi m'va long bal même si m'va long bal là m'va bral encore si comme des 6 ans m'va bral non parce que
non j'ai pas été comme ça va pas été comme ça mon cher
non monsieur attendez
moi même si ma long bal si madame zanmi nan bal là m'pa dans ça va
non, m'pa même parler.
Et puis quoi tout, si moi de son l'autre nèg, m'après les monsieur pas dit mais madame moi boire avec on l'autre nèg.
But that's the problem why. That's the problem why I don't even want to be there.
Ah bah
c'est nèg la dégg on va vivre contre bagay comme ça.
La fini go ba vous comprendre.
Bon tout d'abord, si on nèg ou si on fait me connaître madame Zami mouye. Ou moi ou ben la courir les monsieur. Parce qu'on connaît ou 6 secondes.
Parce que, non, mais qu'est-ce qui passe?
Ouais, l'amour là, l'amour m'a levé mon là.
Non, mais quand on connaît, quand on ou que l'amour, les longs l'autre.
Non, mais, ouais, depuis moi.
Anderson qui était de la parler.
Anderson, raison.
Défaussé mauvais l'homme.
Ou t'es qu'à dans balle là, ok? Et puis, ou pas même dire rien, non? You don't even say anything. On l'autre, on a dit un bagay. De fac côté dans balle là qu'on on marqué ça veut dire madame nèg la toujours maintenant tête li que c'est ou même qui vient dire même si c'est pas nous même qui vient dire. So there's only one good thing. Hey, ou pas là.
Et puis relation bi devine changer. Ou relation vient changer. Ou al porter plainte ba nèg la kounya nèg la al parler avec madame li kounya là. Ou même que ça va passer il y a deux bails qui va passer. Soit regardez soit casser relationship là. Bah, yo pas marché, bon, both people get hurt, ou bien nèg la décide de rester ensemble avec madame ni kounya, ou qui ça passe kounya là, madame monsieur a dit bon, papa la mission encore. Monsieur lui même kounya.
So pas bon ami, OK, so mais pas bon ami ou pas baisser moi vrai?
Hein?
Ou pas baisser, ou pas jamais baisser moi.
Nèg yo me want parce que nèg dit c'est pas parler pas ta parler avant. Non, c'est want me want oui kounya.
Bon, OK, Anderson, moi disons
so mano, best friend moi. Souterre madame moi ou comme madame m'a ta l'autre ou pas dire
ça dépend des nègres là non pour moi dans ça m'a avant Anderson Babdou parce que Anderson
pas dire ça dépend des nègres là
Anderson doit émotionnel gen ka dit gen mais Anderson doit émotionnel next thing you know zam monsieur nan mel monsieur pral bat moun non ça dépend de monde. You gotta know your crowd.
Ou protéger Anderson.
You gotta know your crowd. Et l'aime pas faire le mauvais sens, non? M'pas faire pour me protéger because I don't want you to end up in jail or something bad.
Non,
over something that's simple.
Ouais, pendant m'a dit ça là, et bah mon famille là. Mon famille là, papa. Me dit ça l'autre jour.
Et puis, nèg la li yon.
Et pendant m'a regarder photo dans téléphone au partenaire. Et puis, moi, madame monsieur.
Oh, c'est réponse direct, c'est réponse d'eau.
Madame monsieur, qui, regardez, monsieur qui me femme ni red.
Monsieur
ton actrice voulut même pas jamais penser. Monsieur
pas best friend, non?
Hein?
Monsieur pas best friend ou pas juger ça?
Mon cher, on a bagay papa. Mon cher, men, ça c'est famille nié. Mais qui je pas dire ça non?
Mais
ça peut pas dire ça.
Combien de femmes on gagne même?
Mon cher, gagne de loin. Yo, non, but seriously. M'a dire rien non?
Anderson,
m'a jamais pensé si madame monsieur t'a jamais quitté l'autre nèg ma jungle non?
Attendez, Anderson, m'bral bon story.
Ou pas si t'as femmes ça puis tu pas jamais ça non?
Pour m'abdou bagay et Stanley et ça Stanley connaît, OK? Nous te gon partenaire nous boy ici là. Monsieur te gon partenaire avec une femme. Monsieur tellement honte. Monsieur plutôt move out of state la femme ni pour la femme ni. Tellement monsieur honte tout nèg. Stanley kon qui est m'a parlé. Nèg plutôt quitter state là.
Ouais.
Pour la vivre à femme ni.
Parce que là on est bon femme. Ou par contre, qui situation nèg avec femme nan? Premièrement, nèg la gen doit aimer madame li à mourir. Et deuxièmement, tout nèg doit pas faire faute pour quitter madame.
That's right. So, bon paquet. Ouais, même. Anderson, moi gon partenaire créé. Monsieur, on a je dit, honestly, and I'm serious. Monsieur dit, mon cher, m'gè les suspect madame moi gon l'autre nèg. OK? Monsieur dit, j'aime moi m'zèl là. M'suspect m'zèl gon l'autre nèg. M'dit monsieur, bon, sou kebe m'zèl so a fait, m'pa konne, m'dit so pa konne so a fait ou beaucoup besoin konne. Lò gen appartement ou dit OK, mais appartement mais tout à fort, on quitte au gon plan. Laisse à moi-même aller do find out if it's true. Mais si c'est ou pas qu'on sort ça le fait. Bon, et soit que mes femmes de remettre de en cas là. Ou n'a pas de bras on vient de me côté pour I don't want that. No. So sometimes it's better. Qu'on va dire
et peut-être pas seulement ouais.
Et pas question de tête pas seulement ouais. Mais nèg là tu nèg pas besoin de dormir sur couch. Ou bien nèg pas besoin de dormir dans guest room là caillou.
So c'est donc lâcher quoi. Tant que tu dis, c'est pas connaît, moi j'ai choisi pour me bien.
So, you gotta see it for what it is. Parce que monsieur le nèg la vin abdomi sous couch la caillou. Ou bien le guest room, nèg la li même gade le ou passe à madame petit tout ou saute manger dans restaurant li chi dans kala là ou vieux nèg la bouche li de nèg madame. So at that point ou gade say de ba ou pas besoin faire pendant ça li même y a battre là il va se fond dans pas besoin monsieur fond non monsieur va comme soin
ouais femme de courir le commencement vidéo femme de courir qui était monsieur derrière
mais vous pas comprendre mais c'est marrant c'est n'a pas dit on pas connaît mais monsieur semble être en vie femme en pile parce que toutes les bagues regardez toutes les bagues monsieur arrête toujours m'arrête si monsieur était tellement en vie femme non monsieur
what the heck man what the heck
la fini de combat bon Anderson
gade logo tellement femme ou tellement vivre même la pas
tout bagage ça regardez vidéo
allez venir merci
mais bon l'autre bail pour comprendre de Anderson regardez comme n'a gen doit se jouer Maria tout parce que gade les femmes n'a fait Maria Québec ça parce que gen doit gon l'autre nèg ça avec madame ni sometimes c'est psychology femme
mon son grand Simon pas de papa petit est vrai mais c'est pas de pas c'est pas le seul bon madame Remel pas remen nèg la base. Si c'est ton nèg qui te remen. C'est ton nèg qui te remen. Ou pensez?
D'ailleurs, si mon madame, en situation comme ça arrive, faut qu'à handle by yourself. Faut qu'à dire nèg la, what is wrong with you? Mais qui a fait des bois dédiquer des têtes ou pour pral faire vinn kebe nèg son yo bien.
Mon cher, mon c'est des ouais partenaire ça cap battre l'autre partenaire malgré si monsieur vinn friend monsieur Lakaili hein. Vidéo ça là, c'est partenaire ça prendre maintenant la police c'est assault and battery.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
Assault and battery.
Of course.
Pas quitter sous tous les deux bords. Pas quitter format fait tintin. Premièrement, partenaire li on ka laisser taille madame Zamil là. Ou fait tintin, il y a trop belles femmes dehors, il y a trop
pas oublier ma propre ça va voyager.
Yeah,
Fatra ça va voyager, nèg ça va kon femme.
Bon, exactement.
Nèg ça va partir dans l'autre pays pour regarder femme qui femme. Et problème ça pour nèg bien c'est ma papa qui est mon vitaille madame ni.
Oui, partenaire ka bat les amis peut-être monsieur Livin Barry monsieur yo petit mais nous pour mettre tête en mauvaise position là regarder foutre en prison pour ça.
Ou juste on ne bagaille. Yo ka foutre ouais monsieur ka la prison n'importe là. There's no expiration date.
Ça dit tout de next ça t'a fait macaque côté femme là. Côté femme là lui-même.
Et ou pour femme là 4 nèg sous monsieur déjà oui. Ou que pour si c'est 6 mois, ou que pour si c'est n'importe 4 femmes non. Femme non gen nèg qui fait 3 mois dans 4 ans là, gen nèg qui fait 6 mois, mais c'est pas jamais. Nèg li remet yo.
Et puis tout.
Nèg li remet yo k'ap manger, ou mais nèg li pas remet yo. L'upset you up.
Moi-même c'est ça fait toujours dire pas connait pour ça nèg ça toujours quitter femme à faire macaque. J'ai l'impression moi-même trop, I don't know, différent. Pas quitter.
Si nous pas chez toi.
Non mais bon bagay. Comme nan te ka konnen que c'est quelques nèg li te gen monsieur Cabral Kembel.
Oui.
Et puis li font genre des vieux amis.
Nèg yo pas comprendre ça femme non merci.
Another level.
Mais c'est pour c'est job oui merci. Femme yo pas nèg yo pas comprendre ça non papa.
Les gars le besoin quitter partenaire, la fait changer pour quitter partenaire.
Oui. Mais avec quoi tout? Avec quoi tout petit, ko pas comprendre. L'autre on l'a nèg on femme on l'a papa. Je m'emble là ça. Je dis après-midi. Femme nan la vin dim, you do sak passe m'jodi ya. M'gon nèg m'a sorti nan m'di pour nèg la m'a enragé, la m'a dit la m'dem téléphone moi, li remem, li dis, li that, a tout m'di m'gen nèg, la propose bagay li. Nan kan di kanon kaka monsieur. Mais femme n'a pas bon makak monsieur. M'di mais c'est Jean femme ça est là. Et première fois nèg balance m'appelle, nan get, nan show. Ça veut dire ouais, dat nèg a parlé avec base. C'est le nèg ça pas mais et puis il dit moi. Ça veut dire notre 50 nèg yo petit.
Mais ou bien les gens doivent besoin font réaction, les gens doivent besoin font commitment. Et puis ils ont l'autre nèg cap checker qu'on y a là.
Oui. Et puis pour il fait macaque. Et puis porter pour bali.
Même mon courir médager nous mettons bad.
Me fait top classe, me passer dans top classe déjà. Mais dis me fait top école.
Moi-même, si Mamzelle David dit mon bail comme ça, me demande est-ce que nèg ça va gon frère parce que je nèg ça mon m'a chercher un monde. Ouais. So me demande laisser monsieur gon frère.
Mais c'est
je moi
bail. Prendre bon macaque mais c'est famille prendre bon macaque oui.
Mais
il a fait macaque.
Grand pile là
macaque.
Ça fait mon cher. Ou vide bien sous tête nèg là, ou battre nèg là, m'a boire bien avant, ou checker madame moi. Vrai base.
Macaque.
Ouais, mais c'est tellement. Bon, nèg la tellement semble connaît madame ni capable tout, pour elle pas montrer figi femme non. Et pour te montrer figi femme non.
Même te bagay la tap courir sorti les ba la fait commencer à m'ba rien de spécial.
Mais non, semble un setup monsieur, lui attend monsieur fin retirer et pantalon sous lui. Et puis kounya la Marie a vinn ba. Et tout comme de gars rentrer la caillou. Femme nan chita sous pied sous on était là quand femme nan chita sous jambe pasteur et puis qu'on ouvre porte là et puis regarde passer à prier pour lui ou même rentrer tout mettre à genoux devant passer à prier pour les deux.
Et puis moi partenaire moi son caméra monsieur son flash monsieur mettait la batte partenaire il va un courant pour monsieur
yo ka get couper courant tout
bon pendant ça tout papa monsieur qui doit get tata femme nan tout. Et puis femme nan li même li rete lem se fin dael. Et puis elle ça dit nèg là. Je crois que misère la vie misère que dans jengwe.
Nèg ça oui macaque.
Nèg pas kon femme. Nèg pas kon femme base.
Pour moi on est dans ça ba ça yo. I don't co-sign with them.
Bas
macaque. There's no logic behind it.
Bas macaque fait imbécile.
Et puis, m'abdou ça non, on a separate note. Son low level. Low class situation. Moi, mon ek dans qui va gen temps, m'ba ouais figi qui bral. Mon c'est et bien on nous set up mission non.
Oui.
The hell.
Ou gâteau ça.
Bral l'autre nèg vide dem kembe madame moi. Bon et l'autre nèg ça lui même c'est. How did he end up in that equation nèg qui kembe caméra.
Son situation.
Ou ge pour nèg ça man jengwe mak. Ou ge pour monsieur man jengwe femme non tout oui. Ou ge pour monsieur k'ap kembe caméra la man jengwe femme nèg là tout.
I don't get the logic, but that's a waste of time. Bon, vous nous même qu'à parler de l'IA, tout pas.
Non, on va pas parler de l'IA.
Bon, on ça passe, let's move on.
Next topic. Imbécile. On se bat ma voix dit monsieur Baz. Bah, femme non de base. Pas believe. Si tout le monde on dit ouais femme sont mes sols, c'est un mes pas là.
Bon, si c'est pour moi, monsieur, pas gain femme, but dit mettre Kimbil.
Monsieur mettre Kimbil. Monsieur, mon son, ça fait, mais.
Oui, that's it.
Et puis, dans l'appartement encore, dans l'appartement, il va faire tout bruit, ça. Il va foutre du police. Mesdames et messieurs, encore une fois, et, like I said, the show was going to be interesting. Et, nous disons, subscribe. You know, subscribe Rotschill Anderson Show. Et puis, conseil à Baimounio. Guys, there's so much important things to do in this life, man. When they say they buy meaning, tintin. As a man, you cannot waste your life. Because life is tough for men. Especially when you're getting older. So stop wasting your life in nonsense. At the end of the day, quoi me souffle? Ou gen 90% chance, quel que soit femme ou gen, pour le quitter. Very simple.
That's a big percentage. Jesus.
Hopefully I'm in the 10%.
So, suspend fait macaque. Mano.
That's it.
Mano.
Well, I mean, thank you guys, but you know, I came in late. I'm sorry. I apologize for it. And I mean, yeah, don't waste your time. There's too many things out there. Et puis sometimes too, nous toujours disons avec ça. Le on femme qui tole de qui tole 6 mois de cela. Avait dit, you don't.
Quelle est femme pendant la mariage avant la ligue t'as planifié divorce?
Donc, donc, it's a losing battle. Jouons femme comme une figure li dit li quito. Parce que gars, moi remarque on bagaille, nous même garçons, nous très most of the time emotional. Nèg la kembe femme na avec on femme gars qu'on on femme dehors, li plein pour le quito. Mais garçon li même m'a tiro, m'a quito et puis après yo tourne à madame yo. Mais femme nan li même, jouons femme du li quito. Et just marcher pour ça. That would be my advice to you.
Stanley.
Et s'il tourne avant, son dernier bagage, il était vraiment mon lit. Pas bien en fin de bras, il tourne pour le fin de bras.
Il tourne Stanley.
Donc,
like as always, guys, we had a great show. We talk about many different topics that are really interesting. You know, be about your money. Stay poised, be calculated, make smart decisions, don't be emotional and overreact to different things. That's pretty much my advice to people. You know, because I'm a petit fan of a macaque I suspend for macaque. All right. And then subscribe, give love.
Things. The moment you became emotional, you will do stupid things. Just keep that in mind. Encore une fois, mesdames et messieurs, thank you very much for watching Rotschill Anderson Show. Pas oublier subscribe et n'a tout dit thank you à tout staff production, à tout panel là for a great job they're doing on the show. And share the post, buy love, share post là, subscribe. As a matter of fact, we're gonna start giving gifts to some of our subscribers. We're gonna put it right there in the link. Subscribe, share it to your friend. Mesdames et messieurs, thank you very much. Good night. See you next week. Peace.